Okay, so now it's kind of starting to open up. Like I said before, it's very clear cut. I don't have like a ton of options right now. I don't have like any choices of where to go and where to conduct the investigation. I just have this kind of start, but we're still in the start. It's not like the investigation is like open yet, or like I even know what I'm investigating. So it's like game design wise, I think this is a good choice that they've made. Like it's still a very kind of one way path. It's not branching in any way as of yet, but I think that's pretty well designed at up to this point. Like you want the player to get on board with some things, and you want them to get introduced to the story and to the gameplay and so on. So it's doesn't really, I don't really mind that I've only have one way to go. I'm happy as long as I know where to go. That's the worst, if you have a game and after 15-20 minutes you don't know what you're supposed to do. Like here it's very clear cut what I'm supposed to do. So let's be polite and talk to Grandma about it.
Oh, hello, dear.
Hello there. You love the grandma though. I love the grandma. I love Grandma.
Mind if we talk for a bit, Grandma?
Not at all, dear. What's on your mind?
I have some shit to tell you, man. Okay, let's show the police report first.
I got the dictaphone already. I don't think there's anything else in there I need to mention to her.
But it's the police report of her late husband. Shouldn't you like tell it? Okay, I get it that it's not important to the case, but just like emotionally, shouldn't you wanna show the police report to your grandmother? Anyway, okay, I'll show the dictaphone.
Hey, Grandma, do you recognize this tape recorder?
Oh, yes, Mr. Dicto.
Okay.
Joseph used to carry that thing with him everywhere.
Okay, that's very Twin
Absent-minded
Peaks.
at times. It helped him.
Ah. So that's it. It's one part of it is a little bit like Dale Cooper, like Diane, you know, with the tape recorder Diane in Twin Peaks. But it's also actually very reminiscent of, if you've seen season 3 of True Detective, that's the same. This detective, that's not a spoiler. That's you get that in the first episode. The main detective guy, he loses his memory. He has memory loss as he gets older. So he talks into this dictaphone to exactly for the same reason, not to forget things, not like to be able to remember. So maybe, you don't know, maybe the True Detective writers saw this actually, or maybe it's just like a very common thing that people who have memory loss do, that they talk into a dictaphone to keep track of their minds and their lives. I don't know. So let's show the cassette.
There's a strange message left on this tape by Grandpa. He describes making a perfect bouquet of flowers.
It's obviously a code.
That's
Come
odd.
on.
Joseph never used to give me flowers. I have terrible allergies.
Maybe it's some kind of code then?
It is.
Your guess is as good as mine, dear.
Well, it's obviously a code. 3 red, 2 violet, 2 yellow or something. It's very obvious. Okay, anyway. Attic.
Would you mind if I took a look in the attic?
I suppose it would do no harm. Come with me.
Let's see what Grandpa had in the
Thanks,
attic.
You are welcome, dear. Be careful now.
I think he has a lot of secrets, Grandpa. That's usually the case when you're in this kind of murder mystery. So
The bulb looks burned out. I'll have to replace it.
do I have to like? Okay,
Nothing.
guess I have to find a light bulb now. I guess. Okay, let's use the Zippo light bulb.
Nah, it's drafty in here and almost out of fuel. Gonna need it for my...
Okay. So I have to. Do I have to find the light bulb? Doesn't really seem to be that I can like interact with anything as long as the light is out. So okay.
The bulb looks burnt.
Okay, let's replace the bulb. So this is a little bit of like a unnecessary puzzle. It's just like an obstacle to make it take a little bit longer
Free light bulb. Score.
for the player. But doesn't really add anything. Okay, but it's not like very fulfilling. it's not like a hard puzzle
There
to
we go.
solve. So in that way, it's not very fulfilling that just to go and pick one up and go back. Like it's just menial. But anyway, let's forget about that and continue on with the investigation. Still like this. So here's a briefcase. Could be something in there, and we have some shelves and some drawers and a book and some drawers and some papers. Okay, let's look at everything in order, one thing at a time.
A worn office chair on wheels. I'm feeling a sudden urge to do a race.
So this was obviously like his workroom. So he was up here like doing his kind of own research work,
Various
whatever.
books and office supplies. Nothing in particular catches the eye.
Okay.
An old typewriter covered in cobwebs.
So it was a while since he used this. Maybe he never used them after that incident. Maybe he only used them like up to 81, which means this has been deserted for 14 years, this place.
Just some old bills. Nothing interesting.
Okay. What about the
A
book?
thick book about math.
About math. Alright, let's take it. What is this book? Let's read it. Secrets of Infinite Numbers. So there is like some book. Oh, look at this. Same color codes that he named. 3 red, 2 blue, 2 yellow, or something like that. These are the prime numbers. 3 red, okay. And here we have the Fibonacci numbers, okay. So prime numbers, that's I guess that's numbers that can't be divided with anything but 1 and themselves, right? If you any mathematicians watching, you have to correct me, but I think that's right. Fibonacci's number sequence is, I think you combine the previous two, so you have 1 and then 1 and then that's 2 and then 2 and 1 that's 3 and 2 and 3 that's 5 and 3 and 5 that's 8 and 5 and 8 that's 13 and so on. So that's 1, and then we have pi. Okay, so this is all the pi decimals. Okay, so this is clearly some kind of code that he left that I'm supposed to put in somewhere. Let's see. So I think this briefcase is where the money is. Okay. Locked briefcase. So I think I could solve this code by listening to this tape a little bit. So I'm gonna listen to. I have to check exactly what he said.
I've been working on my research in the attic at night.
This is
I
exciting
just
now.
don't want her to worry. She has enough to think about with everything that's been going on lately. With
Okay.
Sharon and Kathy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source. I have a theory, but I need help. I'm gonna have to involve somebody
That's
else.
also interesting. Involve somebody else. Who did he ever involve someone else, or didn't he, was he never able to because he lost his mind or whatever in the woods that same night? Maybe when he recorded this. So, but if he did involve someone else, who in that case was that? Right.
I've been working on my research in the attic at night. I just don't want her to worry.
But
She has enough
the
to
code.
think about
What
with
about the
everything that's
code?
been going on lately. With Sharon and Kathy. Anyway, I'm getting closer to finding the source.
He used to say.
Note to self.
Okay, here it
Remember,
is.
the perfect bouquet consists of 3 red roses,
3 red.
a blue violet, and 2 yellow tulips. I've been working on my research in the attic at night.
Okay.
Note to self.
3
the
red,
perfect bouquet
1 blue,
consists of
2
3 red
yellow.
roses.
3 red, 1 blue, 2 yellow. And then if I look at this math book then. So 3 red. Is that the first here then? Like the 3 first ones? 3 red. And this a yellow as like it's only like, okay, 1. What does that mean? The first? Is that a 1 then? And then a yellow and 2 yellow roses. So 3 1. That's like the first numbers here, 3 1. So you get how I'm thinking, right? I'm thinking he said 3 red, 1 blue, 2 yellow. But that obviously means like something with these numbers then. So 3 red, 3 somewhere here. Like it's not obviously just the number 3, maybe the 3 first ones, and then 2 of these, the first of these. This I think is the hardest one. Like 1 blue lilac. What it could be anything, any one of these numbers. All right, hang on. I have to listen to this once more.
There's a blue violet and 2 yellow tulips.
A blue
I've
violet.
been working on my
2 yellow tulips. Okay, let's see. So 3 red roses. So that's the prime ones. So that's 2, 3, 5. And let's go back into that math book. Have a look. 2, 3, 5. Well, like a blue could be like 2 or 3, but if it's only 1, shouldn't really be 2 or 3, should it? Like it shouldn't be that it's both. It should be one of them. And this is between both, so it's too unclear. It's like he put this on the exact spot. So let's just put a 1, and then 3 and 1. And if 3 and 1 doesn't work, then maybe 1 and 4, because that's the first decimals, right? So, okay, I'll try a 1. 1 and then 3 and 1. Yeah!
Yes!
Worked. That wasn't too hard.
A leather briefcase sealed by a combination lock.
Okay, so now solving. This is the more satisfying puzzle solving. Okay, so here's a lot of stuff. Envelope. Okay, basically just an envelope. Okay,
A thick yellow envelope.
so what's in here? Maybe another tape? Anything else? Is that it? There is obviously a lot of other stuff here, like a map and some more envelopes, but I can't really interact with them. Okay, let's see what's in the envelope. What's in...
It's the envelope I found in the briefcase.
What's in the envelope? This is very
Let's see
exciting.
what's in here. There were 2 pictures, a newspaper clipping, a key, and a tape inside.
This is so exciting. This is so exciting. This is such a mystery, just like finding a case and then an envelope and like this small kind of clues. The key. It's always very exciting to find the key in a mystery, because a key always opens a door, of course. But it's just such a great little thing to get a key. Okay, let's read the newspaper
Tragic
clipping.
drowning in Conwell Springs.
Okay.
In early morning on Sunday the 14th, a teenage girl found dead near
Huh.
Conwell Lake. The girl is survived by her mother, father, and younger brother.
Okay.
The funeral service will be held at Conwell Cemetery on the 21st of July. The notice is dated July 15th, 1975. Tragic story. I wonder why Grandpa saved this.
So that's 6 years. That's 6 years before. That's 6 years before he disappeared. And was she born then? 75. Like she's 21 now, and it's 1995. So she would have been just born when this happened. This drowning incident. Okay. So anyway,
Grandpa in uniform with 2
let's
other men.
look at the other
Something is handwritten on the back.
flight training.
Flight
Okay.
training. McConnell Air Force Base,
Yeah,
1941.
So I could go there, the McConnell Air Force Base. That's interesting.
There's probably some way to enhance this back at school. I'll figure it
Ah,
out tomorrow when I'm back.
that's interesting. So
It looks overexposed. I can't
something
make
will
much
be
out.
revealed here.
I think
later,
I see trees in the
which is also a
background,
good
but
little
most of
device.
The picture is just bright white.
Okay, so there's something here. And
It's a
about this small key.
Fairly modern design.
Yeah.
No identifying tag, unfortunately.
Yeah, so this could go basically anywhere. But small, so it's not like a door, more likely to like a case or like a safe deposit box or something like that.
I wonder what this unlocks.
Yeah, me too. Micro cassette. Oh, there's a micro cassette. Wow. Okay, remove that tape and put in the other one. Okay, this is very exciting.
You've reached the Rain residence. Leave a message after the beep. Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call. Erica just had her firstborn. It's a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father. Listen, I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
You people make me sick. We're never coming back. Don't call, don't write. If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
Joseph, you there? It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too. And I'm not going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong. You're the only one I trust now. Just call me back as soon as you can.
I wonder who this Cocky is.
This is very exciting. This is very exciting now. Okay, so the first one was someone who just had a baby. Someone who just had a baby and who was obviously friends with my grandmother and grandfather and who knew about me and knew that I was there, and they just had a baby. Could that be the one whose daughter died in that the newspaper clipping told about? And the other one was obviously my mother after she and my father broke up, and she's maybe mentally ill or something. She's very angry obviously with them, and now she says she's in a mental institute, so we don't know what really happened to her, or if she's like angry at them for like some real thing they did, or just, you know, because she's paranoid or whatever. And then we have this Cocky guy who seems to be kind of in on whatever it is our grandfather was researching. Kind of paranoid as well, like thought people would be after him or whatever.
Mr. Bear! How did you
That's
get
my
all
old
the way
teddy
up
bear.
there? Good
Okay,
idea. You just keep watch. I'll do the searching.
right. I'm gonna listen to this one more time.
You've reached the Rain residence.
So this is just the answering message, right? Yeah.
Leave a message after the beep.
Hmm.
Hello, Joseph, Mrs. Rain. It's me, Charles. I thought I'd give you a call.
Charles.
Erica just had her firstborn. It's
Okay.
a boy. Thankfully, he looks nothing like his father.
So is that
I was thinking maybe you'd like to come and visit. And what about your little Kathy? Maybe she wants to see the
Erica and Charles?
baby. Well, anyways, I hope to see you soon. All the best. Bye.
Okay. So I don't know who those are, but
You people make me sick.
This is my
We're
mother.
never coming back. Don't call, don't write.
wow,
If you ever try to contact us, I will call the police.
it's rough. Not.
Joseph, you there?
Hmm?
It's me, Cocky. It happened to me too.
It.
And I'm
What?
not
What?
going to tell any of those bastards. They got it all wrong.
What happened to him, and who
You're
were
the
those
only one I
bastards?
trust now.
Okay.
Just call me back as soon as you can.
And I don't know if he ever called back.